Hi, my name is Izzy. I'm the executive chef here at Tremont 647 in the South End. Today I'm going to demonstrate to you how to make rhubarb chutney. Now rhubarb is a very versatile vegetable. A lot of people see it in fruit preparations such as strawberry rhubarb pie. What I'm doing here is peeling it. You can use a small paring knife. Just basically removing the outer strings, if you will. Rhubarb is very similar to celery in texture, but not so much flavor because it's a little more sour. Now the interesting thing about this recipe is that we reincorporate or introduce the flavor of the rhubarb by using the peelings and the stalk, the end pieces of the stalk, in our stock to cook the rhubarb, basically, our poaching liquid. So we'll have a nice, intense rhubarb flavor. Once I have all my peelings and the end pieces, we're going to put that in a small sauce pot. And we're going to add our vinegar, our sugar, and our water. I'm going to give that a quick stir just to make sure that the sugar is spread around. It will dissolve quickly. Before we're done with that, we're going to add some aromatics. Star anise, which I will toast in a pan just gently to get the aromatic flavor out of the spices. Our black peppercorn, and our cinnamon stick. We want to toast that on medium heat for a couple minutes, just until you get a nice, intense floral smell. Okay, so the spices are nicely toasted. I can smell them. They smell great. We're going to add that to our poaching liquid. And we're going to cook that on medium heat for about 20 minutes. So now that we have our rhubarb nicely peeled, we're going to go ahead and cut it on the bias. They're going to be about 1/4 of an inch thick. We want them to be relatively uniform so they cook at an even rate when we do the slow poach portion of this dish. Our poaching liquid is coming along beautifully. The rhubarb has actually released some of its natural sugar and water, which is exactly what we're looking for. So here I have a small strainer set up. I'm going to go ahead and strain our poaching liquid. As you can see, it also gets a beautiful bright red color, which just enhances the look of the dish. I usually like to give it a little squeeze to get all the flavor out. Once again, pushing to get all the flavor out. At this point, we divide our poaching liquid into half. So what we're going to do is cook half of the cut rhubarb until it's almost mushy. And the other half, we're going to gently poach so that we have a variance of textures. So I'm going to go ahead and add our first half. So this rhubarb has been cooking for about 15 minutes. You can see how it's gotten a little mushy. We want it to be very tender. We have our other half that was reserved. We're going to add that to our other half of the poaching liquid. And we're going to hit it with just a pinch of salt to bring out the flavor. This half of the rhubarb we want to sort of gently poach. It's going to take about 6 or 7 minutes. We want it to be just al dente. Okay, we can see that our rhubarb is now just tender. We're going to go ahead and add that to the other rhubarb that we've cooked down a bit more. Once again, so we have a nice variance in texture. This is a really simple dish, and it goes great with a lot of things. So now we're going to remove the rhubarb chutney from the heat. It's done. We're going to let it cool. We're going to cool it on ice or in the refrigerator. And it has a variety of uses. I like to serve it with veggie samosas, grilled salmon, sweet dishes like pancakes, or even on toast.